moment seems to be great home form, not quite hitting those heights away from home. How frustrating?
That's a nice way of saying it. Thanks, mate. Yeah, well, yeah. Listen, the positive is we've got a home game coming up. Good to play against a team that's going well, because you've got to be, right on song. You've got to be ready. Our preparation is always right. When we go away from home, we try and make sure that the week's itinerary is good and sharp. We make sure, we try and make sure all the times of the bus times and the eating times and all that are right. So we try and prepare it right, home or away. But it just seems at the moment, away home teams against us, i.e., when we're away, seem to be putting in that little bit extra, and we haven't been able to show that little bit extra needed to beat those teams. I thought against Aldershot, we worked hard. The boys competed, and obviously we was totally gutted with the 90th minute goal, which is how we know other teams feel when we do that. But we was disappointed with that. However, the boys, put in a work rate, but the quality wasn't there on the day. The quality to break a team down that are, trying to survive, as it were, or put a run of wins together. So that was their second win at home, Grimsby and us, so they'll feel that they've had a good couple of weeks.
Now, both of those games, 2 goals disallowed, could have seen the team go a goal ahead. Both those games, but particularly maybe more so on Tuesday night, there was a spell where the side appeared to be gaining control of the game, but weren't able to convert those into creating too many clear-cut chances.
Yeah.
How much do you think confidence is now playing a part in that?
Confidence always plays a part in that. I suppose we've got some experienced players, and we've got some young players that not sort of got the ability to play at this level, but haven't really found the strength of the mental strength yet. Do you know what I mean? Because they've all got ability. So it's it's a matter of getting a win. Like if you look at the home form, it was poor. Then all of a sudden we got a couple of good home wins, and all of a sudden it's more confident. And we've had 4 home wins now. So hopefully they'll be going into the Halifax game with a bit more confidence and a feeling of this is our home, and supporters get behind us, all that, as they do away actually, but obviously it's more familiar at home, and that's what we got to look to now, and then just try and find that formula. It's not a formula. As I say, we prepare all we can, and then it's down to individuals. You're dealing with 11 players, and you want at least 7 of them to produce their best form if you're going to get a result in this league against anybody. And unfortunately, away from home, we've only had 2s and 3s that have come up trumps with their form, and not enough happening. And then, as you say, even during the game, sometimes you lose. We didn't start great against Aldershot. They had the first 5 minutes, but then we had most of the play for the next hour, if you like, a little bit more, and having that bit of play, it just needed an end product, and we didn't have that end product on the day. Sometimes it's down to good defending by the opposition. Sometimes it's down to the confidence of your forward play. That's not just your forwards, that's your forward play, and we call it a flow. And when we get a flow, we're decent. When we don't, it's a bit bitty, and I thought it was bitty on Tuesday.
Now, maybe only a small consolation, but are you able to take any pride in the fact that some of these young players will be actually gaining in experience? So this might be that they're learning the hard way, but they are gaining experience for every game that they're playing. Are you able to take any sort of consolation in that as well?
Yeah, well, you always take consolation, because whether it's good or bad, they're gaining that experience, if you like. I remember when Whitfield first came, when the main first came, Frankie Vincent, we wasn't sure. Obviously we were, that they would develop. And we've got a little bit the same here. So the consolation is every game win, lose or draw, gives them a little bit more experience. Now, you'd love to go out there and get 16 experienced players that have all been there, done that, but that's not how we can do that. So we have to have a little bit of a mixture and try and find the experienced ones periodically as best we can, and then work with the younger ones. And a few of them are showing a little bit of naivety at the moment, and it's not helping the more experienced ones either away from home. So we've got to rally the troops. We've got to get. They're a good bunch. They want to do well for each other. They do, and at the end of both the Barnet and Aldershot games, the lads, as we were as staff, we were just sitting in there saying next to nothing, because we're all gutted to lose. You lose by the odd goal, but it's still a loss. But they are still together, and that's the big thing. And they do still. We have discussions. We got 3 different departments, i.e. defence, attack, and midfield, in different rooms here during the week. Just say, what do you need from the other departments, and then those departments, what do you need from those? So, and they were good discussions. So they're the sort of things that you do to try and improve the relationship between all the three units. But the lads are still up for it, and they're still, none of them are sitting there not caring. That's the big thing. They do care, and that's why we went over to the fans, but not just over to them. We went right over to them on Tuesday to say, look, after travelling to Barnet, and you've still travelled to Aldershot, and absolutely we appreciate that. So we went the extra yards, as it were, to go face to face and eye to eye with them, and we're always more disappointed for them when we don't get a result, or as disappointed.
So on to Saturday then, we're going to be facing Halifax, who've had a great start to the season. It's a team that we've faced a lot of times in the last few seasons. That home record, like you said, is going to come under severe threat, isn't it?
Well, it will, yeah. Whoever we play, it doesn't matter who you play. Dover proved that, other teams have proved that. But we've got to go out and perform ourselves, because you could be Ronaldo and you can be Messi. You don't look like that way. The camera just pans round to and I pass the ball between you to my teammate. That doesn't matter who that is. Now, if you give it away, that matters. If you give it to those 2 players, so a team's is only as good as you let them be. Sometimes, you know what I mean. We got to compete, of course we have, and they are going well. And they've got a player in Billy that when players come back, they always want to do well, because they want to show that they're thanks for having me for a little while now. I've moved on, but I want to show you I'm still a good player, sort of thing. So it's and we get that quite a lot. Also, what we've got this week, isn't it? It's supporting another organisation as the ladies at football games, and
Ladies' Day.
Yeah, Ladies' Day, if you like, and all good causes, and our club is very much a part of these good causes at the moment. I think it's a great thing to do that the club's doing, and that is helping people that need to be helped, but also to advertise the fact you help these organisations get publicity. More people get to know about them. I didn't know about this one that's coming. That's coming up Saturday, but now I know it, and it's fantastic. So again, the club's doing everything right, in my opinion, which makes us top of the league, at least off the field.